Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to ReZero React 80. Tonight we're on episode 8. Last episode, Subaru's just like losing his absolute mind. That's pretty much just where we're at. Guy has been like, I don't even know how to describe it. He's just losing his mind. He keeps, like, Amelia told him, right, okay, we're at the Capitol, right? We're doing the I forget the royal whatever, we're choosing the next leader of the royal to like sign the contract with the dragon or whatever, right? The whole thing Amelia's been doing with the insignia the entire time. The royal selection, I think it's called. We're doing that, right? And Amelia says, yo, Subaru, don't come with me. I'm gonna go deal with this. You're really hurt. You gotta get your gate repaired. You're exhausted, etc. Just stay there. I'm gonna go do me. You do you. Rem, like hang out with Rem. What does Subaru do? Subaru teams with one of the other candidates, which I don't think he knew this person was a candidate at the time, but teams with this other candidate to the throne that Amelia has already expressed discomfort and like maybe fear even around, who like, she's not very comfortable around that person. Subaru teams up with this person and gets into the royal thing that Amelia told him to not go to. And then Amelia looks at him like, bro, why are you here? And he just doesn't have that good of an answer because he's insane. And I don't know why he's, and then he proceeds to like, just like multiple times, just speak up for no reason, upwards to the point of, like claiming himself as Amelia's knight or whatever. And then that pisses off the knight group because there's all the knights of Lucia or whatever the country's named or whatever, which includes, what's the guy's name, Julius? Includes Julius, and Julius challenges him to a duel to kind of like regain the honor that that Subaru just spat on by claiming himself as a knight just because he's a butler. He's just a butler, dude. You can't just say you're a knight. And so, Subaru accepts the duel because, I don't know, he has a chip on his shoulder and something to prove, and then gets absolutely thwammed. Like, of course he gets thwammed. So much so that he even uses, what's the spell called? Like Shawl something? Shanak? Something like that. Whatever the spell is. He casts his spell, only spell he knows. His gate's exhausted. He's supposed to be healing. And Amelia shows up. In fact, he casts the spell after Amelia shows up. And she's saying, Subaru, like, calm down. And he is so focused on landing a hit on this rando Julius guy that he casts Shamak. Shamak? I think it's Shamak. He casts the spell while Amelia is telling him to back off and calm down, and then proceeds to get whooped again because this guy's an actual knight, and Subaru with his, like, he's good, like, Subaru's really good at improvising, but against someone that's trained and in a 1v1 setting, he's got nothing to improvise with. He literally is throwing dirt and casting his one spell to take advantage of a slight distraction. That's all he has to work with. It's a lot different when he's actually with, like, a group of people fighting Elsa, where, like, him randomly showing up in the right place at the right time is something he can take advantage of because he's really good at doing that. I just, like, what's wrong with this guy? And then Amelia, like, calls him out on all of this and says, like, dude, like, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you acting like this? She's way nicer than I think she should have been, honestly, but that's Amelia for you. She's just a nice girl. And she concludes it with saying, like, okay, like, you've done enough. I expected better from you. And then she walks out the door. So what is he supposed to do at this point? Are we going to return by death? Is he going to be reckless and get himself killed accidentally? Is he going to purposefully seek out death? I couldn't really see him purposefully seeking out death. I mean, maybe. I don't know how hard he's going to take this. Probably pretty hard, because he's been so over-reliant on Amelia. Like, literally. This guy. It's just such an awful look. And that's not even everything. Felt's like one of the fifth princess or whatever. Shout out to my girl, Felt. Making my waves in the world. Reinhardt's back. I love my boy Reinhardt. Felix is a character now. Love my boy Felix. He's a catboy. I'm here for it. You're my boy. Welcome. You're doing a lot more good than Subaru is. I just can't, man. I'm just gonna jump into this episode though. I did a long rant about my boy Subaru last episode, so I don't really need to just rinse and repeat most of that. This guy. All right, 3, 2, 1. This is 8, right? Yeah, 8. Wait, am I on the right episode? I don't even care. What are you gonna stop me? Yeah, because it was 6 And then it was Memory Snow, then 7 and 8. I'm just trying to get it right. I care about the show. I want to get it right. Okay. Starting at the beginning again. I'm so sorry if you click the button. I'm so sorry. All right. 3, 2, 1. Bang! That's the real one. At least Rem's there. Well, no, I don't care about Subaru. Subaru needs to get over himself. Yeah, what are you doing a jump move for? He's just trying to let out all that frustration, I guess, by training with this butler guy. Your debt's paid. We're done. Rem, I want you to... Felix, my boy? Felix is advocating. I love Felix. Interesting. It's no big deal. Chill yourself. Oh, okay. Huh? Who's that? Reinhard. Bro, I don't even... Is this a new OP? Oh, it most certainly is. What's up, Subaru? How you doing at the bottom of the ocean? You're crying at the bottom of the ocean? Hey, that ain't gonna hide your tears, my guy. Dude, is this entire arc gonna be him making up for him being a stupid, self-centered maniac? That'd be crazy. Especially if his save point updated to after the point where he messed everything up. Wow, they're really playing it up for the OP. And Rem is still on his side. Rem, go hang out with your sister. This guy sucks. Maybe, I wonder how Rem will take this. And why does Favors like care about him at all? I don't know. Oh, is that, wait, who are they? Oh, what's up, Puck? Yeah, how does Puck feel about this? Who are you? Oh, that's like probably cult leader. Which cult leader? Because, it had the black tendrils, which have to do with his Subaru's ability. Rem, don't codepend to this guy. Oh, we're running it back. He do have that ability, though. Man has to grow apart from Amelia before he can go back to Amelia, you know? He can't still be focused on Amelia, or else it's not gonna... I don't think it'll be healthy at all. He needs to figure himself out before he starts figuring himself out for someone else. Just figure yourself for yourself. Yeah, you want to explain that? Y'all were just pissed. Yeah, Julius said something interesting at the start that I didn't quite catch. I do want to think about Julius not being a villain, right? Reinhard, you're too nice to this to Subaru right now. What, you just gonna deny my help? I'm going out of my way to fix you, because you were being dumb. Okay, that was a bad move. Saying the word Amelia's not gonna get Subaru in a good headspace. Man, Rem is very attractive. Mind your own damn business. Yeah, get over yourself. I'm going to calm down and take a sip of my Dr. Pepper. Yeah, you're not going to become a knight by training for like a week, by the way. It's going to be hard. Low-key, that almost just went down my face, onto my shirt, onto my pants, and onto the floor. The Dr. Pepper, I mean. Yes. She said yes. Why? But why? You attached that hard onto the first guy that... You know what? Subaru's extraordinarily lucky that there's all these women who will give him all this attention. And help him repair mentally, you know? Because as soon as he loses Amelia, Rem is there to simp for him and do exactly what Amelia was doing. Literally was doing the lap thing. That's what, dude, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Thank you for the racism. I love racism in storytelling, not in practice. She's really in his head rent-free. Yeah, I hope we get some more witch knowledge. We don't know much about the witch. This guy's such a real one. He just spat bars to Subaru and then just walked away with it. Because Subaru was acting crazy again. How'd you get knocked down? I literally look away for 0.1 second and he's on the floor. Oh, you didn't understand each other. That's crazy. It's how human relationships work. But, like, it doesn't... That's completely different. It's not like she messed up by not telling you that. It's obvious. It's obvious. Like, I feel like he should have been able to put that together. Racism's been on my mind since episode 1, right? But also, like, who cares? You know? His motivations towards why he's interacting with Amelia, like, that's so much more important to their relationship. Who's this? Oh, yeah, I'd love to join you. And her being racismed by people, like the racism doesn't apply to their relationship nearly as much as his motivations do. Why do you care about Subaru? Did Felix make something happen? She's kind of bad, though. Wait, they're making me actually care about one of the princess side characters, bro. One of the, what, priestesses? Why do they use Phelis versus Felix? I wonder why they do that. Oh my... Okay. I'm gonna ignore the whole shoving his head into Rem's chest thing there. There's a weird energy. Of what? Oh, they're all single? Is Felt getting those too? She's like 15. I wonder how the laws work in this world. What's up, Felix? Vulnerable. Men are nothing but wolves. True. You made that mad public knowledge. Yeah, press him for it. Okay. I'm liking it. Enemy? Krush. You have no choice. Why? Why would I ever? Why are you telling me this? I swear, dude, if she picks him up for like a not great reason, then I'm gonna get pissed. Oh no. Oh no. What does that mean? Is he gonna use it? I think he might use Return by Death, bro. Is he? I don't know, man. This we'll have to keep thinking. Is he just gonna train a bunch and then die? I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens here. Was abandoned the option to get stronger? What? What, Rem? What do you want? No. Oh, y'all got twin sense? Oh, synesthesia, yeah. Nasty, okay. Okay, thank you. I didn't know that. Or I probably could have figured it out, but I'm not that smart. Okay, yeah, people are pissed at him. This chair is making me almost as... Is me? Oh, say it. Yeah, say it. Yeah. You're so possessive. You've went from, like, dependent to possessive. I'm glad now you're actually doing this, Rem. You're so possessive. You're not allowed to leave. Good. Okay, thank you. I was curious about that. I forgot to say it out loud, but I was curious about that. I wonder how strong the contracts are. Are they like, because we use the term contract with the puck arrangement. So is it like, I don't know. I'm curious if it's just written or if it's like actually a soul thing. Please explain it, Felis. Oh. Yeah? Felis just went against it, bro. Dude, yes. For your sake. And for her sake, because you're not doing anything. Oh, what do you mean, dude? You're burning every bridge. You hear that background music? Oh, what, now you're a bad man? What are you saying? Subaru is like... I don't know what that is. Okay. Bro, the OP, didn't the OP have Rem, like, fighting something in the woods on a trail? We're gonna get attacked on the way to... I guess they're still treating Subaru decently well, and he's, like, has some value as a political tool just because he did save Amelia's life. I almost called Amelia Satela. Conscious... Oh, shit. Is she shutting it off? Man, are the sisters kind of clashing a bit because of how much Rem is on Subaru's side? Yeah, I think they are. Rem, pull the car over. Oh, yeah? Rem, pull the car over, dude. I think this guy's, like, he's pushing himself so hard because he thinks that his return by death ability just gives him, like, a safety net. The dog. Yeah, the dog's dying, bro. It's foaming at the mouth. Just replace it for a new dog. They did that with the freaking horses back in the day. And by dog, I mean the ground dragon. FYI. 1 puck, 2 puck, 3 puck, 4 puck, green puck, blue puck, yellow puck, red puck. How does it go? Oh, Rem, you trying to the gown? How are you going to treat someone that's not Amelia right now? This is a big question for you, my person. I almost said my boy, but he's really stressing me right now. You're lying to yourself, by the way. What kind of line was that? Why would you do this? He's blushing. She's so attached to him right now. It's almost like you've been blinded by your obsession with Amelia, bro. Are you healing the gate? I think she's trying to heal his gate. Yeah. That's what was happening with... See, they put it back to Felix. I think it's probably just like a nickname that has to do with, like, closeness. But yeah, they still owe Subaru, kind of. Because he did save their life, so, like, he still matters. And they have had, like, a lot of really positive interactions with him. So there's, like, a... Sure. Sure, yeah, well, we can assume that for now. Yeah, I don't freaking know. This is... Rem, you are so antithetical to what I want. Caring about someone doesn't make you good. Now she's got an unhealthy attachment to Subaru, dude. It's literally a ladder, bro. It's a ladder. It's Rem to Subaru, Subaru to Amelia. It's like the same relationship. It's a very similar relationship. Well, kind of. Let's go, Rem. Yeah, you're a good person. A note. Good move, Rem! I'm so proud of you. What did she say? No, because you're wrong. The girl who's literally, like, obsessed with you right now still thinks you're wrong. He's trying to hitchhike, bro. That guy's lounging. Who are you? Otto, take me there. Otto. Are they going through the fog? She said it was reckless. Wow, taking it so personally. This guy. This guy. Ah, good. Burn the bridge with Rem. Perfectly healthy. I can't with him right now. I'm so bumbled. Oh, he's so dead. Someone's dead. There's bad stuff ahead. And we don't know where you're gonna respawn, my guy. You're just gonna walk? Is that our village? Otto is a stranger. If the like, listen to the stranger. He's devolving. He's like unraveling. Oh, it's the witch's cult. That's good. Oh, and they're all around you. That's fantastic. Come to the worst part. They're probably gonna need Subaru to save Amelia. Oh, they... That was scary. They're probably gonna need Subaru to show up to actually save Amelia and everyone in the mansion. So like, he won't even be able to learn his lesson. How was it daytime? What? You Forrest Gumped through the entire night? Oh, the village is on fire. Yeah, they're probably going to need Subaru to fix this too, so it sucks, because that's literally the lesson, the opposite of the lesson I want him to learn. He's at least at Village Arlam. I don't know if this is the village. Are those people dead? I think they're dead. You pushing a body out of the way? I think he just did. Who's in the well? Why did the witch leave him alone? The witch's cult probably left him alone because he got that witch stink. I don't know why else they would. Oh no. Who is it? Is that Reinhard? Or is this a pile of corpses? Random corpses? Oh, it's just villagers, bro. That's a great point that I didn't even think about. Oh wow, we're traveling the same path too. That was a good transition there. Oh, why is the gate open, dude? Oh, her chain and ball is right there? They're actually gonna need him to save the day. Okay, how's he gonna die, though? We need him to get killed. Okay, dude. That's so unlucky. They need Subaru to fix their problems. So his character is so... Dude, his character is in such a bad spot right now. Notice how it's like Rem's corpse, and I'm like, okay, and 2552. So, Witch's Cult. Right? I mean, that's obvious. Completely massacred everyone. Good. Why? Why would they want to kill Amelia? Because Amelia looks like Satela. So... I don't know why they would want to kill her specifically. We don't even know if they want to kill her. They might just want to capture her. You know? Because she's OP and she's got Puck. She got that Puck magic in her, you know? So there's a lot going on there. That could be the cost for it. Literally, Otto, the random person carriage keeper, is saying don't go there. But dude, how is he? He's not dead yet. He's still not dead. Is he just gonna walk around and find everyone's corpses now? Because we found Rem's corpse, so we have to reset. He has to die behind this point and then fix this. But it's so bad because the entire problem is that he keeps interjecting himself into situations that he shouldn't because he's like overly self-sacrificing. And then the way that he's viewing the self-sacrificing when people, like with the whole Amelia thing, was like selfish and like just toxic. But they actually need him because he's got an OP ability. So now he's gonna... When's he gonna respond to when he dies? Is he like... It's gonna... I think it has to be post Amelia breakup because that's just way too much like stuff going on. There's no way he can just fix the drama by just going behind it. Maybe maybe when he dies, it's a set amount of time, right? Like he dies and then he goes back a day. Though I don't like that much. I'm trying to like piece it all together. That might be it. Like it's like you go back like the first time you die, you go back like X amount of days. And then in how that responds to the first loop is that he got isekai'd and it went back to the start of the isekai. Like it couldn't jump back 3 days because he'd only been there for like an hour or whatever when he got killed by the thugs. And then once it sets that point, then you're stuck there until you get far enough. Like you survive like a week or whatever. And then it starts tracking it again. You die. And then you jump back 3 days. And then that's your spot within that 3 days. And then until you move like a set amount of time, then you're good again. In which case this could work, because if he is alive for too long after the Amelia stuff, which, you know, some time passed with him fighting with the butler, or like sparring with the butler, then it works. It totally works. Wow, this guy looks like the Joker. How much am I trying to like analyze the OP? The vultures circling ahead over the destroyed manor. I'll just do a light scroll. Is this one of the other rulers, or is this fully witch cult? That's a good question. Because now he's got to like convince people to help him, despite him making an absolute fool of himself. I'm kind of feeling like the witch cult wants to abduct Amelia and turn her and like use her as like a vessel for the witch, or something. Like something that like specifically they don't want to just ice her, but they want to use her specifically because she's a half elf with white hair, you know. What was her name? Like Chala, I forget her name. The Felix's knight, the person that Felix like is under. She was hot. I liked her, not just because she was hot. Like I think she was She's got some like strategy. She's making some moves. But why didn't frick? Subaru's entire existence is like capturing center stage for me, so I'm having trouble like looking at these other characters. Because they're focusing on him just being insane right now. So unlucky that they need Subaru to come fix it. Because that's just gonna reaffirm his currently toxic belief that he needs to push himself until he breaks. And even after that, for these people who he's obsessed with and then now possessive over. So she was contracted to help Subaru, and then if you break that contract, then she'll probably be enemies, just like their political opponents. So it makes sense that they would resort to being enemies once their contract breaks, which means that Amelia probably gave something big up to Felix and friends, in order to get them to treat Subaru. And then, like, yeah, if Subaru isn't treated, then that arrangement stops. Oh my goodness, the hiccups. And, or not hiccups, what do they call it? I don't know, I'm drinking Dr. Pepper. Get caffeine in my system. Carbonation, I mean. That arrangement ends. Even if you leave, nothing will change. Because that's the crazy thing. Like, I wish Felix was right. Because this is like accepting some things as being outside of your control is super important. But with this current situation, and with technically everything's kind of within Subaru's control because he's got this OP ability. Like in like certain instances, he has way more control than anyone else. So like this isn't true for Subaru, but like the idea behind it needs to be applied to Subaru because he's losing his mind. Rem's relationship with Subaru as well. Like, what did she say? Leave a little bit of it for me too. It's just, I don't think this is healthy either. I think Rem has now an unhealthy attachment to Subaru just because Subaru was like, the person that helped her get over make progress with a ton of her trauma with her backstory, right? So she's like latched onto him because of that moment for her. And hopefully Subaru will begin to appreciate Rem a bit more because now he's seen her killed. And it's like, oh, wait, I care about more than Amelia. I care about Rem too. Maybe I'll stop being obsessive over one person. Hopefully he's not just converted to being obsessive over everyone. I mean, hopefully this will be a broadening for him. Yeah, and what about the villagers? What about the children? What about Petra? Is Petra's corpse in that pile? How do you feel about that, dog? Are we in the same village? I think we might be. Just because the parallel scenes they did. And the witch's cult was leaving too. He's gonna have to survive going through that fog to get there in time. He's gonna literally have to find a way to convince Rem to take him into the fog so he can get to the mansion and the village before the people attack. And he's gonna also have to find a way to get everyone to trust him enough to actually defend the village from getting attacked, despite all the grievances that he did with Amelia. Because I don't think they're overlapping that or overwriting that. I mean, it's such a tall order for him. I don't know how he's going to navigate it, especially in his current headspace. And, like, to a degree, you can't blame him. Because... I'm trying to get to 2552, sorry. Oh, there you go. Because, like, you know, he's died a couple times. That's pretty traumatic. He got tortured by Rem that one time. You know, there's been a lot of stress, a lot of bad stuff happening. So, like, for him to become, like, selfish from that stress into, like, you know, spiral in this way, like, makes sense. But at the same time, it's like getting to the point that's like he's doing it in such a toxic and like harmful to other people way. Instead of just being like overwhelmed and running and trying to get away from it all, he's like becoming almost like an abuse, like some, not like abusive. I'm thinking, dude, Darkest Dungeon, bro. I'm thinking of Darkest Dungeon whenever your stress would max out and you like get a paranoid or whatever. It's like that. He's literally just hit that point where the stress has overwhelmed him to the point that he's acting like horrible to people, especially like his friends that are trying to help him and saying like, bro, calm yourself. And that's like the thing, like if you get stressed and you start acting like a dick, then you're a dick. That's just how it works, right? You know, I feel like it's okay to judge people on their best self, their normal self, and their worst self. Like, where a person is a culmination of all parts of you, right? And so if Subaru acts horrible when he's subjected to like this stress, despite his friends trying to reel him back, that like I'm allowed to judge Subaru for it because he's acting horrible. And that means he's pretty horrible in some ways, you know? And I mean, everyone is. Everyone's got flaws, but like this specifically, it's just such an awful look. It's such a bad look. And it's like recontextualizing a lot of events he's done with Amelia in like a really not good way. And I don't know like how much he meant it at the time, right? Like when he was helping Amelia, did deep down he thought that it was all for him and he was like this possessive, toxic thing? Or was he like, it originally was this pure thing, but now that he's so upset, he's like using it as ammunition? I think it's probably that part, the second one, where he's using like the parts where like he was actually good-natured, but now that he's like gone twisted, he's using that good nature as ammunition, saying, I'm a good guy, you gotta trust me, like, what are you on about? You're wrong. And so, but like the ability to use your previously what was good nature as ammunition to prove your very toxic points, not a good look. The sickness called despair. Cool. This guy, I'm really curious how they're gonna like fix his character. Not that like fix is a strong word. I'm really curious how they're gonna interact with this character going forward. Cause man is like he's doing some crazy stuff right now, and I can't blame him fully. Like I get it, and he's like 17, so like I guess, but I don't know. 3, 2, 1, bam. Maybe this will shock him into reality, or maybe this will just give him a ton of trauma. Creek. Who else's corpses are we seeing? Oh, at least Rem took a ton of them down. Oh no, don't show me like everyone's corpse. That'd be too much. The kids! They weren't in the village, they were here. Why were they here? I mean, that's horrible. That'll, yeah, that's absolutely horrific. I was wondering about the kids. What, you wanted to be the hero, bro? Someone help? Yeah, okay. Man's... This is totally understandable. He's literally wandering the estate that, like, was his home for a period of time, seeing everyone's corpses. Can't blame the guy for being upset. Betty. Who all's alive? How strong are these guys? Did they... Because I could see them killing, like, Rem, you know? Because they were giving the Demon Clan trouble, but, like, Betty in the mansion? Or, like, Amelia and Roswell? I mean, it's a stacked lobby. Poor kids. At least they were at the mansion. That gives us, like, a good piece of information going forward. Oh. Oh. Is that Ram and Petra? Okay, that's... God. It's not. You're right. It's not. But also, you have the power to fix it. And that's a horrible amount of responsibility to have. Did they pluck out the kid's eyes? Oh, good. Okay. Amelia's probably dead, too. And Betty's dead. And Roswell's dead. Oh, what is this? The safe room? It's cold. Puck. Puck, explain this to me. Bro, Puck probably listened to them breaking up, too. That's crazy. Did your fingers just attach to it? Oh my god. His Puck, turn it off. Oh, you're a cultist. You're not Puck. Oh no, you're a dead cultist that Puck did. And Subaru's dead too. Puck, I'm still alive. How far back are we? 3 days? Is it a set amount of time? It's got to be a set amount of time. It's a set amount of time. It's a set amount of time. It's absolutely confirmed, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Because he didn't use his mana in this location, right? Puck's probably in grief. I think Amelia died. Puck survived. Puck, then... I feel for the guy. The guy's really... No, don't laugh. Don't laugh. He's mentally broken. I kind of love this. I kind of... Ooh, you're feeling the witch. She probably sees him as a victim of the witch as well, which is where the attachment is, you know? Because she's a victim of the witch, and her sister's a victim of the witch, so I think she recontextualized the stink as well. That's a good point. Poor Subaru. That's crazy. It's crazy how now I feel so bad for him. Because I do. Great question. What's up with this codependency? He's just letting it get to him. And it's not like he can... It's not like it's... You can't blame him for that. Because it's so horrible. Bro, if you need someone to tease, Felix, let me know. Call me up. He's literally catatonic. Subaru. He's so lucky to have Rem. Krush. Yeah. I wonder why they see him as so special. Like, what do they see in him? Because, yeah, he's a good guy, and he's pretty optimistic and, like, self-sacrificing and has a lot of good qualities, but... I don't know, man. Dude, I think Puck was in mad grief. I think Puck was, like, completely messed up emotionally. And that's why, like, he had just frozen everything around him as cold as it could get. I think his sister just... Her sister just died, yeah. Why would... No, the sister should have been... Oh, my goodness. The sister... Why wasn't she broadcasting it? Maybe she was getting snuffed. Maybe, like, they're putting out, like, an interference. Yeah, wake up, Subaru. Oh, y'all are back. What's up, y'all? Please just kill me and don't do anything horrible. Yeah, these are the people you hate. Oh, that was so good! Wagon wheel. She just Mario Goomba stomped that guy. Ow. Channel it. Oh, that was sick. Ow, your arm. Subaru, you still... They kidnapped him. That's the worst possible thing. Rem, please kill him. Kill him. Go kill Subaru. I know you don't know you should, but you have to. Wonder if they did anything with the horn. You stole my reason to live. Now you steal my reason to die. Okay. Heat. Subaru. Is this gonna be the Joker guy from the OP? Oh, it is. What's up, Joker? Wow, worst case scenario is currently playing out. This is so good. Ooh, what a good line! That means a lot. You wouldn't happen to be Pride. Bro, which one is he? He's one of them, maybe. Oh, which one is he? Lust. He's Lust. Bro, he's Envy. I don't know. He could be, I don't freaking know. Are you one of them? That's such a good line. I'm so intrigued. Sin Archbishop of the Witches Cult. Representing Sloth. What's up? Betelgeuse. Subaru, why are you laughing? Subaru needs to figure out how to kill himself with using magic, you know? So he can just get out of any situation. You're sloth? You're not slothful. You're losing your mind. You're high energy. Oh, you killed Rem? Bro, is he one of them? Is he like... Because this guy's a representation of Sloth. Is Nice. Like, is Subaru the representation of one? Is he the representation of Envy? Because, like, the witch, like, attached to him in some form? Like, who knows, you know? It could be so many things. It's a good thing, though, right? I thought I was supposed to be slothful. Bro, even the witch cultists are looking at each other like, what is up with this guy? Bro, we signed up with the wrong 7 deadly sin. I should have hung out with my boy, I don't know, Lust. Yeah, let's go team up with Lust. I want to meet Lust. What's up? What horrible fate is about to happen to Subaru here. Maybe he'll die. Oh, if he tries to say the thing that kills him, potentially. You can smell my love? The Bible. I'll read it. Okay, good. He looked my eyeball. That's good. Oh, and you're an owl. What are you doing? Pretend? Oh, is he back? Yeah. Do you act crazed? Do you really think he's acting? Your insanity is far too sane. I mean, he's no okay. No, Subaru's definitely going crazy right now, but this guy's version of crazy is very different. What kind of show is this? I was. I thought you liked Sin. What's your relationship with Sin? Despite all of that, you're so loved. This also confirms that there's all the sins are in play, right? Or potentially, like people are acknowledging them, right? Because this guy's a representation of sloth. Oh, you're bleeding, Subaru. You're bleeding. Rem. Thank you, Rem. So it's not just that Envy is alive, because that's kind of what I previously thought. See how much this girl is doing for you, Subaru? Thank you for the shot of her tits. I appreciate that. I don't, by the way. I'm not that... Okay. This is good energy, though. I appreciate this. What was that? This guy's a lunatic. A good question. A funny question. Oh, nice. She's formed piercing shots. You're biting your fingers off. Super. Okay, is seeing Rem get killed in front of you gonna wake you up? I could see that doing it. What'd you just say to me? I think she's dead again. This guy's OP. You got telekinesis, bro. Don't crumple her. By doing nothing, you practiced sloth. Thematically, I mean, you're right. This show is so much darker than I expected it to be. I'm gonna be honest. Hey, well at least he's up. Now he's back in action. Yeah, that's my boy. My deeply traumatized boy who I don't know if he'll ever be the same ever again. This Beetlejuice guy is too much. Beetlejuice? What's her name? With the other fingers? Are we doing like a hand thing? Rem's still floating there. I shall judge you as our Lord sees fit. Can you kill me, please? No. No. Is Subaru Wrath? He's acting wrathful right now. You're also a believer in life. She did. He's bleeding at the wrists from how hard he's pulling. He's banging his head into the ground. Does he have to kill himself in the chamber? That would work. Or can you like force yourself to deplete all your mana to death? What is happening? Wait, Rem, there's no way your regen's that good, right? It's horrible. She's still moving. Is it good? Dude, Rem, your regen, bro. I need that regen in my life. Please be your regen and not anything horrible. Because, I mean, her entire body is still destroyed. She's alive. Oh, it's the ability. Did she just kill him? Or break the chains? I think she broke the chains. Was that her final move? Man, Rem is ride or die. Oh, Rem. Okay, she's dead. Good. Great. Is he gonna kill himself now? No, he's walking downstairs. I thought that was a cliff. Are you going to the puck chamber? Getting instant frostbitten, I mean, could be a way to go. Can we find Puck? Oh, I think Puck's freaking out right now. I think that's why everything's cold. It's been later. It's been a few days later than the first time he did this. Betelgeuse. Betelgeuse. Man, I want to see Puck right now. I think Puck's my real one right here. I do appreciate Rem. What's up, Ram? Oh, your corpse is in a different location this time. Oh, probably because the cultists ran into Subaru, so that was enough to change things. We didn't see Roswell or Amelia's corpse. I think... Oh, that's Puck! I bet that's Puck. That's gotta be Puck. Along with my daughter. That's definitely Puck. I think Puck just killed Subaru, yeah. Sleep along with my daughter? You're gonna roll credits on that? Oh my goodness. This show's insane. I love Puck. Puck just killed Subaru. I'm fine with that. Kill Subaru as much as you want. I'm fine when Puck is so grief-stricken that he killed Subaru. That's crazy to me. And that line was crazy too. Sleep along with my daughter. I wonder what kind of contract they had, you know? Like, what kind of relationship did they had to, like, that point, like, that much, you know? That this is hitting Puck this hard. I mean, because it's super understandable that he's, like, he's in this state. Man, they're really playing into how this is affecting Subaru, though. Like, all the trauma. Because with him acting crazy the last few episodes, it's like dimly understandable because of just the really specific situation he's in. It's so horrible. And all that. Bro, I have to watch more. So like I'm so like sympathetic. I do care about this guy. That's why I'm so like I'm so critical of him is because I care about him. And he can't explain it. What a line for you to say in this moment. Love you too. You're hilarious, by the way. He's holding her hand. But after seeing that, I'm with Rem to the ends of the earth if I'm Subaru. Each time you die, you get stronger. He's being transformed as like a new vessel of lust or of envy, dude. Or something, right? I think maybe he was chosen to become a witch. Or like an embodiment of the witch. And maybe like every single witch got isekai'd here. That would be sick. That's a good look, Subaru. I appreciate that. The outside of madness. Could you imagine like this freaking Betelgeuse guy was actually isekai'd from some other world and then just traumatized to the point of becoming a witch or like an embodiment of sloth? And so they just keep choosing these people and like that's where they're getting it from? That could be cool. Because I could totally see like them attempting to be making Subaru into something similar to either this Betelgeuse guy or into one of the witches. Dude, this shot with Puck is so good. I'm playing it back. When are you gonna stop me? Dude, holy crap. Actual bad ending material. We just keep seeing bad endings, but then we get the ability to run it back. Dude, these episodes are so good. I don't even. And Rem, man, she was faintly alive despite getting actual, you know. I don't even know what to say. I can't blame the guy. I love Puck. How are we gonna get out of this? Petra's eyes were gouged out. Can I run that back? Why did you take her eyes? Is that what you did? But dude, Ram was protecting Petra. Because Ram is out here and does this. Yeah, she's only bleeding from the eyes. She probably got mind telekinesis. Literally, just when I'm like on Subaru for acting like annoying and being annoying, they hit him with so much trauma that now I can't be mad at him anymore. Like now I'm completely back on his side because I want him to make it out of this. That's crazy. How are we gonna do it, dude? We have to go through the fog to make it there in time. We don't know anything about the fog. We know how dangerous the fog is. The fog they're probably honestly attacking during the fog because we only became aware of the problem when Rem got the message from Ram, which she might not. I don't even think Ram was trying to send it. I think Ram was trying to send the message, but it got like obfuscated. I love that word. I'm sorry. Covered up. Do I even use that word correctly? I don't know. Covered up by the whatever the witch cult is doing. This part was crazy too. Puck turning everything Sub-Zero. But yeah, I think Ram's synesthesia to Rem got covered up, but she still managed to put out that like emergency signal that like summoned Rem back. Show, oh my goodness. I just lost my train of thought because it's just so horrible. I don't know what to say. Dude, Rem is a ride or die. What was I saying? Yeah, so like the signal got sent out and then we became aware of it and then it was a half-day journey to make it back through the fog. Going 2.5 days is just way too much. Everyone's already dead by that time. I think they probably were like getting besieged by the witch's cult and they put out the fog as like a way to like get people to not, you know, approach. Why the witch's cult was besieging them? I don't think they killed Amelia. I don't know if they killed Roswell. Roswell might have either gotten away. Oh, well, no, but what? Puck, though. You said sleep along with my daughter. They definitely killed Amelia if you're saying that bar. Puck. This shot is so good. He's like a Siberian tiger, bro. I don't know the name, but like this is a very specific animal. Puck true form. Sleep along with my daughter. Yeah, so she's dead. Amelia's dead. Why would they kill Amelia though? I don't know. Maybe just to like spread chaos and pain into the world because it's one of the, you know, famous people. But sleep also doesn't necessarily mean death, right? But likely does. Also, this guy's so strong. For him to just telekinetically crumple Rem like a tin can. Or like a bottle of Dr. Pepper. A can, you know? But man, how do you snap Subaru out of like a trauma psychosis? More trauma. That's pretty crazy to me. I do appreciate Rem though. Rem, I really didn't like how Rem was acting in the OVA. But I like this Rem, where she's like super like into, like she really cares about Subaru and she really loves this guy. I still think it's a little like unhealthy and like codependent and etc. Like she's putting so many eggs in his basket, you know? Putting eggs in his basket, what? Dude, they're trying to transform Subaru into like a monster. That's why he was acting so mean. I think he is literally getting soul transformed by the witches. That's why the scent grew stronger. That's why Rem said that. Because I think he's being transformed, and that's why he's acting like a dick. Envy. Dude, he's acting extra envious. He's acting like uncharacteristically envious towards what's the guy's name? Julius. He was acting uncharacteristically envious towards Julius's like interactions with Amelia, which caused him to spiral and go insane. He's literally getting transformed into envy. This poor guy, he's a victim. It's not him being a bad character. It's not him having bad character. He's a good character. I'm not saying he's a bad character. Not him like having poor qualities, as much as I think he's actually a victim of getting attacked like on a soul emotional level. Bro, Subaru, you're my boy again. I can feel bad for you. I can be on your side because it's not that you're a bad guy, but it's that you're in an awful position where your own sense of self is getting attacked. That's where I'm at. So you're fighting back against this force that's corrupting you. Not only the trauma that he carries through dying, but as I think a literal envy is attacking him. Which, because I was always thinking, you know, he's acting mean and he's acting this way because he has all this bottled up emotion of dying and being left behind and all that stuff he was talking about. But I think that specifically with Julius, that envy means that it's not just his own trauma biting him, but it's projected onto him. That's insanity to me. So how do we get out of this? It's just so hard. It's so hard because the guy can't tell people. And freaking, what's this girl's name? Chelsea? What's her name? Chalupa. The girl, Felix's girl with the green hair. You know who I'm talking about. Starts with a C. She even said like, no, you can't leave or else we're enemies with Amelia. So we can't even hire her to help. That means we can't get Felix on our side unless we pull some crazy strings and make some crazy things happen. Reinhard, maybe we can get on our side. I don't think he tips the scales enough. It helps. Subaru getting more proficient in combat, always helpful. Actually having Subaru as like an active combatant, because in this one he was just catatonic, so like he wasn't very helpful. That would also be nice. Getting there faster so we can actually team up with like with everyone, with like Amelia and co. I think that's also big important, right? If we can get Rem and Ram working together with Amelia, we never saw Betty as well. I think Betty and Roswell might have gotten out of the fray, but they killed Amelia, and then Puck went insane. I could see Betty and Roswell making it out because they have a lot of, especially Betty in Mansion has like a super high magical potency. And then Roswell, of course, is one of the strongest magical users we know. through just speaking, we don't really know that in terms of feats much. I mean, he killed the Maw Beast. I think he got the Maw Beast to not be a problem anymore. I think he killed it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he killed it, and he was flying around. So I mean, those are some feats, but like, you know, if we can actually work together with everyone and then get Subaru like able to predict where they're attacking from, right? Because if you can get there, watch how the Witch Cult attacks the squad, and then get there again, and you get killed, and then get there again and be like, okay, this is where they're coming from this direction, be ready for it. Then that's, I mean, a huge buff to everyone, you know, that he can give to people just by being there. This is crazy to me. Man's getting transformed into like an emissary of envy. Emissary. I don't know how to pronounce it. Can we go back to Felt? And I think it's probably envy for him, just because of the way he was acting with Julius, and because he's got the Witch of Envy's stink on him. What was freaking Betelgeuse's line here? He was like, which one are you? Where is it, dude? You wouldn't happen to be Pride. So they don't even have that good communication between each other because he doesn't know who Pride is. He thinks this random Subaru guy might be Pride just because he got witch stink on him. Or it could be Pride. I don't know. I feel like envy and pride are like very closely tied to each other in the same way that like, I don't know, like gluttony and lust, right? Gluttony is like too, like in a hedonistic, like just way, but lust is like lusting over something. But you know, there's some like similarities. I think like pride and envy have a lot of similarities. So maybe he's Pride because, you know, also seeing the slight that was made against him by Julius, you could totally read that as pride as well. And then the way he was acting with Amelia was very prideful, very self-centered. So it's either pride or envy. I kind of lean towards envy just because of the witch stink stuff. But at the same time, if everyone's got witch stink, then he could be Pride. He could definitely be Pride. But it'd be weird for them to just tell us he's Pride just like this. He's either Pride or envy. And whether he's like the concept of it itself given form, or if he's you know, this poor guy is getting transformed into a monster. Thank you, Rem, for being an actual Giga woman. And while dead, freeing me from my cuffs so I don't have to starve here. Huge. But yeah, how we like interpret him being these things, whether he's like a representation of it, like this sloth guy, whether he is it given form, so he's like the concept of it and that gives him like extra power, you know? I also see the return by death ability as being kind of envious because it's like you're envious of how it could have been, you know? Or like, I wish, like you're envious of like the other timelines that you have access to. I don't know, I feel like you could read it as an envious thing. Where like pride, I feel like you can't read it. Like it doesn't line up quite as well. He was acting kind of wrathful though, not gonna lie. But that's, you know, I think he's pride or envy just because of the Julius interactions. Or that's what he's being transformed into, potentially. By the soul grasping. Because he was a good guy. Like, he's a good guy. Yeah, I think he's a victim. I've come around on him a bit. This makes me think he's actually much more of a victim than I was assuming. Because it's so easy to prescribe everything that was like going on with him as being because of the trauma. Because, you know, him acting mean and like burning bridges and not taking advice from friends, that's like response, that's like, you know, that's how a lot of people act when they're in incredible amounts of stress. They, you know, they hurt the people that they can, that are around them, you know, all sorts of stuff. But I think we can be a lot more sympathetic and view him as a victim of it being projected on him, as I've been saying. The barn full of kids. And then him freezing to death here because Puck's going crazy. I think, yeah, Puck probably knew he was there and let him die. Because Puck, yeah, you're too late. That's what Puck said, bro. Hearing him yelling here is really sad as well. Yeah, I think that's probably Puck's voice. You're too late. And then kills Subaru. And then Subaru arrives again, holding the dead body of Rem. And he kills Subaru. Bro, Puck killing Subaru is so good. That's so juicy. See how Subaru's back at it, though? But now he's different. This ain't our Subaru anymore. What is that? Who is this? We gotta have him use these evil impulses in a positive way. You know? We gotta have... my boy. Subaru, my boy. Okay, what we gotta do... Because he's losing his mind. He's losing his mind, and I think he's being made to lose his mind through being put not only in traumatic situations, but also being, like, projected on. We have to... This guy has to be of strong enough character to properly use these negative emotions in a way to hurt the right people and to protect the people he cares about, right? Don't burn the bridges. Because in the same way he's, like, the possessiveness he had with Amelia, which is unhealthy, I would argue, can also be used as a very strong motivator to help Amelia. You just have to be able to keep it in check, right? Like, you could definitely argue in, like, a freaking ethics, if you want to go take an ethics course. I'm not going to take an ethics course, but you totally argue in, like, an ethical way that, like, too much of a bad, or too much of a good thing becomes bad, right? If you're too, or if you're, like, if you're too possessive of someone, that's bad. But if you're, like, you know, if you moderate it enough, then it just becomes, like, you're holding yourself responsible in a healthy degree to take care of them. It's like, it goes from possessiveness to responsibility. That's a good thing. So what we need him to do is harness these really bad, evil emotions that he's, like, starting to, like, toy with and play with, and we need him to have enough strength of character to pull it back when he is interacting with good people and let it all out properly when he's interacting with the wrong people, right? Because him going straight savage mode and killing somebody, like, that's part of the witch's cult, you know, embodying all the rage he's feeling, perfectly fine. Him letting it out on Julius because he got you know, slighted, not fine in the slightest. And that's kind of what I was trying to say. Dude, I was literally saying that with the frick, what do you call it? When he was fighting Julius in the arena. And I was saying, I really like the moves he's making. I'm liking him pulling out the spell. I liking him pushing himself this hard. The smoke in the face, the energy in his eyes. I just don't like his intention because the intention is miserable and terrible and he looks awful. But if you can harness the right intention, even these really negative emotions can be used in a positive way. I'm hoping. But the problem is if you toy too much with these negative emotions, there might actually be, like, a tainting of his soul that even using them correctly still taints his soul. Because we're actually playing with that concept in the sins themselves being manifested. Especially with him being, like, witch stunk. Subaru. New appreciation for Puck, though. Puck's my boy. It reminds me of when Rem died and Ram was, like, over her and, like, slapped Subaru's hand away from touching her. That possessiveness and grief, like, to turning into, like, how dare you, that energy, like, over a loved one. I love that energy. I think that's really juicy and that's really solid. And Puck had this cold fear, like, this coldness to his version of that, you know? The you're too late killing Subaru, the breaking out of the palace in this giant way. He's this great spirit and he ices Subaru. Wow, no pun intended. Holy crap. I love that. I think that's so juicy. I don't know if I have much more to say. It's just such a problem. We've spawned in at a point that the damage has been done with Subaru acting crazy and envious and whatever you want to call it. And so, like, he has to repair it enough to get people to trust him to go save everyone. And I think he can do it with Rem. He can get Rem and him there through the fog. If he just tryhards it enough and keeps pushing it. But I don't know if he and Rem alone are going to be enough. Like, are we going to have to figure out how to convince these other royal members we've met? Very potentially. He and Rem could be enough. If he, you know, dies enough times and figures out the witch's plans enough that they can then adapt. in like in a future line. But then he's still got to navigate how like Amelia gonna feel when he pulls up. Entire problem. This was such a good episode. These episodes were fire. This guy going crazy, I'm not here for him. I don't really care for this guy. He's just a lunatic. He's Joker. He's just jokering it up. Like, okay, cool. Don't care. How Rem's interacting with it, though, I'm here for it. Watching Rem get her body pretzeled, I mean, that's juicy and absolutely horrible. But I like it. You know, watching how Subaru responds to that. Watching the blood from his shackles, right? Him pounding his head into the floor because he's just that desperate. And then Rem crawling with her body mangled beyond belief just to free him and announce her love. This guy was saying, your love didn't reach him. She literally took that personally and said, oh, my regen is keeping me alive just so my love can reach him in like 20 minutes once you're gone. Or probably like 7 hours or something. He was probably there for a while. Also crazy that Rem felt Ram die. She probably felt that on the first loop too. And went sicko mode on Ram's behalf and then got killed. Bro, this episode was so good. They completely got me back on Subaru's side just like that. I'm just stun-locked. Honestly, that'll probably do it for this episode. On to the next episode, what? 9 of ReZero. Really curious how they're gonna crawl this way out of this one. Really worried about my boy Subaru because he is in a dark place, and I think that's the point. I think that's why everything's happening, is to get him in this dark place, which is really worrying because, you know, in that way he's fallen for it. But yeah, that's all I got for this episode. On to the next episode 9. Hope you enjoyed the video, or this episode. I sure did. But until then, until next episode. If you like the video, subscribe. If you are new, blah blah blah. Hit all the buttons you'd like to. Comment down below, blah blah blah. And yeah, that's all I got for tonight. Peace.